What is up? What is going on? It is me. It is I. I am the greatest there is, the greatest there was, and the greatest there ever will be. I am greatness personified myself. Yes, yes, Stoney, greatness. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Y'all are so thank you. Thank you. All right. Sit up. Thanks. I'm here. The man of the hour. The myth. The legend. The activist. The author. The educator. The entertainer. The empowerer. The conqueror. The philanthropist. The man with the bumper. So show some respect and bend the knee, because they come from all across the world to see. The man who wears the crown that hangs 2 inches from the ground. He is your king. He is my king. He is King Kevyn! Y'all some disrespectful chickens. Y'all late for the king.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us for another great episode of the GreatMines show. And before we get into it, we got one more person that Stoney has to acknowledge.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get into it.
We are talking about the gorgeousness in glasses, the excellence of intellect, the champion of drag statistics, our very own stat boy, Rosko!
They sleeping?
Yeah.
They are sleeping.
Oh, my goodness.
Put it down. Don't take that last
Yeah,
cup.
no. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Now that we have acknowledged the stat boy, the king, and greatness personified, welcome to our show, the GreatMines show, where we are currently reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 10, Tournament of All-Stars, season finale. Now, we've come a long way. We've gone through several different brackets. We've had some very exciting moments and some very dull moments. And it all leads to this moment, this episode, this lip sync, SmackDown for the crown. Before we break the episode down, let's give this episode a rating, right? Now, the way I want us to do this rating is based off of your favorite, let's say, 3 all-star finales. Holding this season up against your favorite 3. Rate it from 1 to 5. Let's keep it sort of simple.
6.
Stoney?
Is it rated from 1 to 5?
Yeah, 1 to 5. He
to
gave
5?
it a 6.
Oh,
He
I
gave
just
it a
want to
6.
say I'm sorry. But, well, 5 is such a small number to rate it against.
It simplifies it. That's why.
Okay, well then 3.
Yeah, I would say it's a 3.
What's up, Billy? I'm gonna put this up.
Yeah, and put your rankings down in the comments. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you turn on notifications so that way, whenever we go live, whenever we drop a show, you can participate in the whole interaction and in the whole discussion and all that stuff, because we love hearing from you people.
So the rankings that we're giving right now is from 1 to 5, holding this finale of All Stars up against your top 3 favorite All-Star seasons. What would you rank this season, season 10? We got a 3 from you, a 3 from you.
Mm-hmm.
Billy says 3.5. I'm gonna put that up on the screen. I would want to give it like a 2.8, 2.9.
Wow.
The finale, not the entire season, the finale.
Okay.
A 2.9. Not fully a 3. It wasn't my favorite. It was one of my least favorite finales of an all-star season. But let's talk about what brought us to this point. So last episode, Bosco won the Talent Invitational. Lydia Butthole Collins had to lip sync against Mistress Isabel Brooks and sent Mistress Isabel Brooks home. And
we had the wild card. We had the wild card lottery.
That next, the wild card lottery, where Michelle Visage voted for Kerri Colby, T.S. Madison voted for Kerri Colby, and Ross Matthews voted for Mistress Isabel Brooks. At the beginning of this episode, we see that the wild card lottery pick was Kerri Colby. Love the brackets, but season 7 All-Star winners is 10 out of 10. So this was really good, but not the best.
Yeah, see, and the thing about All Winners is that All Winners, honestly, is an all-star season unto itself.
No one's ever going to touch that.
That is honestly, that sits in its own category of drag races, because that's All Winners. It's All Winners. Yeah.
What did you think about the wild card lottery? I was surprised challenge winners like Denali or Tina weren't picked.
Tina was
agreed.
Yeah.
Well, at least Denali, but
Denali definitely was.
Honestly, I would have picked Tina over both Kerri and Mistress. Honestly,
not really.
I would have.
If I had to pick someone else from the bracket, I definitely probably would have gave it to Deja, or even just like Denali. I don't think
definitely Denali.
I thought Denali was the most deserving of a wild card. Even a ball in there. Denali deserved it.
I feel like bringing Kerri Colby back was the same as sending Cynthia Lee Fontaine through to the semifinals. Hey, Mom, we love you too.
Hey, Mom. I don't know. Does Ross have a producer credit on this?
Right.
Because his vote for Mistress Isabel Brooks, I think, was solely based on television. It had to be. It had to be because if you were watching Mistress Isabel Brooks this season, I don't care. The quality of her drag regressed compared to her original run. There was no glow up like we saw with, even in the short time span with Lydia Butthole Collins. There was a glow up. You saw some sort of growth from from season 17 to now, and even though it was a short turnaround, there was some growth there.
Some major growth. And she's on a level that none of the other queens are on. Maybe Anya.
Yeah, Mistress was not there. Mistress was not there. I don't even understand how she made it to the semifinals, in my opinion. And so Ross Matthews,
actually, you do know because she robbed those points,
right?
That's the only reason why. Because if she hadn't done it, she would have not ended up in the semifinals,
right? And Ross Matthews, I question his judgment now as far as
But it's production for me because he wasn't even there when she got eliminated. And as soon as she got eliminated, they said, "Girls, go to the back." Now let's see who the judges picked. How did Ross know to pick? It was produced.
Probably because it was asked way before she got eliminated. But then it don't make no sense if that was the case. Because did they intend on eliminating Mistress from
right? Or did they have rankings of the queens who they wanted to, who they wanted to bring back if in the event that they were eliminated?
So
it just didn't make sense.
Drag Race is one of my, I'm gonna speak for us, but definitely one of my favorite television shows to watch. We love the talent that comes on the show. We love the competitions that they compete in. But more and more, I'm getting away from reality TV and it's feeling more like a scripted game show.
Yeah, and that doesn't feel right, especially just going into how it played for a lot of the queens before the brackets got into the semifinals, and just knowing they were in this bracket thinking they're going to get to the semifinal, we're going to go down to the last two, and then the way they split it up was to do a lot of Perusa, which is kind of a bummer when you think about like a competition, a tournament style. It should at least went down to like the top 4, and then just break it down into like a Lollapalooza of some sort.
You remind me of a conversation we had the other day, where I think like this talent invitational should have been for the eliminated queens, and that would have determined who came back for the Lollapalooza. It'd have been a better chance to see them again.
Right, you still could have had it where the judges picked, and then the winner of the Lollapalooza gets like $5,000 and an entry back into the into the little hopper thingy. So that way you had a chance, you won something, plus you have a chance to come back into the competition, but the judges still get their picks because that was the whole precedent. And it's more of a dramatic thing because it's like, oh, there's more balls in there. So it's like,
but the thing about it is it would entertainment wise, because it wasn't like the semifinal queens gave me the best talent show. I wasn't, so I'm not afraid that I wouldn't have gotten that from the eliminated queens. I feel like they would have given me at least on the same tier of entertainment as we got from the semifinals. So it fills up the episode. Let the semifinals rest like you normally let the top 4 rest and let the other queens do something. Now you got queens who could still do something in the talent show, even though they've been eliminated, but this is their chance to come back into the competition. We would have seen it. Even though it would have still been rigged, we would have seen it and it would have been more fun to watch. And then we get to the Lollapalooza or the lip sync SmackDown for the crown, which
I'm okay with. See, and you're talking to a sports guy. You know what I mean? I'm a jock. So head-to-head competition, I'm always in favor of. If it's a Lollapalooza, like hey, I'm all in favor of the head-to-head competition. It's the thing with judging the lip sync is that it is subjective. It's much like pageants and stuff.
Very much that.
So there are going to be people who are always going to disagree, but I do like the aspect that the queens are the ones who determine their future at the end of the day. It's really
I just think they could have did something similar to All Star 6 where they had the eliminated queens like versus each other, and that kind of like stopped a lot of Perusa. That would make more sense.
First off, that was so much fun.
It was
to watch.
Yeah, especially to watch Silky just like dominate all the way to
the gauntlet style where it's like
but they could have did different. Like literally, you already had like the eliminated queens from like who didn't make the semifinals. You could have them battle it out, or even just like if you wanted to wait for Mistress and Cynthia to get eliminated.
I want to catch up on these comments.
Yeah,
all right. So the first one, well, Billy Act 2 are my top 3 all time. Yikes! But that was more so for all 3 of us. Bianca Del Rio, Trinity Cable Naked, that's my girl. I don't care what nobody say. And Safira Cristal.
Wait, your top 3 what?
All time favorite.
Of drag queens?
Yes. And y'all can argue about whoever y'all want to. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Bianca, Trinity, and Safira. And that's because 2 of them are close to me and I love them. So
biasness work.
Hey. That they're still my favorite now. It ain't taking nothing from anybody else, but
it's not. But
no, it's not. Yeah, Bianca, Sasha Colby. Oh my gosh, Jinx Monsoon. Like those are my 3. Like
Rosko.
Those are my 3.
Deja, Malaysia.
You played.
And Maya.
You played.
No, you did not.
He played.
Those are my top 3. Those are my girls.
Stand by that.
Go ahead. You
What's up, Tasha?
Hey.
Happy belated.
They better burn off that.
Yeah. It would be too much fun after the breakers, but it's a good idea. Yep.
Yeah.
Agree on having a Lollapalooza as last episode being a letdown. People like Irene slayed the challenge only to end up with 5th and 8th place. Exactly.
Yeah.
Rigged? Nah, Ginger actually knows the competition and knows how to play it. They all know what's coming. Wasn't tailored to Ginger Men's. She just played it.
And now
that's
I
a
would
little
say, Billy, I would say that it was slightly tilted. You can't say that it was slightly tilted, but I am of the camp that at the end of the day, the producers can put a thumb on the scale for a particular contestant, right? That does not necessarily mean that the contestant, for one, is going to show up and put together something of quality to justify their preconceived notions. They have to show up with something at the end of the day that will be viable for the producers to spin it like, oh, look, they're the best.
Right, because I felt like there was other All-Star season where you had like somebody who they wanted to be the winner and they didn't like really like give that, and they had to like, you know, direct it a certain way. I think like when you have like a play, of course you don't have somebody who you want to have the role, but if they audition for the role and they're not given the role like what they're supposed to give, then we might have to give it to someone else. Ginger just have to be in the role for the scene of like said like play, just to kind of summarize it like that. Like she came to Drag Race knowing how she like the competition is going, knowing how her talent was, and I think production just had the cards laid out for her and she just like followed suit.
Yeah,
now is that rigged?
I can't. So right, is it rigged? Yes, it's still
in some ways, yeah.
Because like if this was not Ginger Minj, and I think that's the point that kind of like makes it so contentious, is because Ginger Minj is actually an absolutely phenomenal drag performer. So you can't doubt that, you can't challenge that, you can't argue that. She's just amazing at what she does. Yes, but we know like if it wasn't Ginger Minj in this season, we've seen it season after season where either competitions or deliberations or like little things that should not affect a person's score will have a person eliminated, or it feels biased towards. I think having a system already set in place like that, where we want Ginge to Minj, we want Ginge to win, and she's worthy of a win. But let us see the real competition. Let us get the real grit of what everyone else is putting into it. If somebody flops MIB, then they flop. But if someone excels, let them win. Let them get the props, the camera time they deserve.
Yeah.
So that we can, because again, right now I feel like I'm watching a scripted game show. Am I enjoying the games? Absolutely, because there's some great talent. Yeah, some great talent in it. But at the same time, it's, you know, it feels scripted. And Nation Lopez says it on Rosko's. I know that this show is produced, but I don't want to be able to see that it's
and
produced.
tell that it's produced.
Yes,
right?
Because that's what takes the joy out of the show.
Don't work on. We also missed the reviews. Don't work on, you know, like not trying to basically put an illusion that it's not produced. And I think that that's what they're doing. They're trying to make it look
like the
like
odds
it's
are
not
just
produced.
happening this way. Things are just falling in place like this, and we know that that's not the case.
And I think the edit doesn't help either. Like whoever they got on the edit team, they don't make it even better. Like they try to like get everybody in, but then like they really are only focused on certain people. Even down to the queens who now speak out about certain stuff like that don't get like put into like, you know, the final cut. You know, it makes you really think about how you see other like reality shows like Big Brother, where like, you know, they usually are like 20% surveillance, and they don't use all the clips, but like, you know, majority of the clips that they're going to use is going to like tell the story of like what's really going on.
But it's also the narrative that they want to tell too.
Right.
You
so
know,
it's a nice blend. I think Drag Race. I think Drag Race has this thing where they want to tell the story, but they also want to highlight who they really like more. It's kind of like I said, it's kind of like teacher's favor. Like, you know, if you're in class and you know somebody in the class that the teacher really like knows will answer the question, and we could pick on Jim and Harry, but we're gonna keep picking Sam because Sam knows what they're doing. Sam knows the answer. It's like, well, Jim and Harry know the answers too. Why can't they get picked on to do something?
Right. I was thinking about something a while back. You showed me this YouTube spoof of RuPaul's Drag Race where they have all these different cartoon characters. And when I watch it and I listen to the judges' deliberation, it gets the voices of Carson, Michelle, and Ru and Ross almost perfectly. But as I listen to it, I realized that the judges' deliberation is mostly about sound bites, the way that they speak, the way like their pauses. Like, yeah, when I tell you, it is so produced.
Yeah, so produced.
It is, and again, we're watching it and we're loving it. We love the commentary. We love the looks that the judges serve. We love the humor. I promise you that episode with Cynthia Riva and Ariana Grande, there was a moment in that deliberation that will always be my favorite. It was something so stupid, but when they was talking about, I can see the color of the outfit underneath the mesh, and they said color at the same time, and they all said the wrong color. That I don't know why that was hilarious. That was one of the highlights of this season for me. But at the end of the day, it's produced.
Yeah.
But the queens all know what's coming, and they weren't all prepared. Irene threw down. The others just weren't up to All-Stars. Some, yes, but agreed.
Yeah. I don't think that's fair. I feel like everyone's like deserving of like being on All-Star. It's just about the type of All-Star you want to showcase.
Well, it's not about they deserved. It's about if they brought to the table what they should have brought as an All-Star.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like it's
deserves to be there. Yes.
It's I feel like it's subjective. Like because honestly, like everyone has their limit, or rather one limit. They have their tier on how they're an All-Star. Like if once you're an All-Star, you're an All-Star. But I think how you produce your All-Star, like what's not word, All-Starism, like it just comes down to the queen of like what they naturally already do and how they like amp it.
That's what it should have been.
Right, but I'm saying like like I think everyone is who's on All-Star is an All-Star subjectively, but how you showcase an All-Star, it all comes down to you when you're on the show and even after the show. So I don't think Irene was the only one that like that threw down. The others just weren't. I just think when you come to like people like Jorgeous, Aja, and Ginger, who are already like here for an All-Star season, and then Bosco and Daya, who were like from a more recent season, and then Lydia, who Lydia is from a more recent season. I just think there's so much that you already have seen that you haven't had time to really see again, and I think that's why the whole All-Star thing is losing its type of like name, because we used to get All-Stars like rarely, but now when they produce every year, it kind of makes you feel like, okay, we're just going to get girls from like a year or two ago.
I disagree with you on some level. I feel like the talent that they bring in, like I really can't complain about many of the queens who came back. I really enjoyed 99% of them. But you can also see like certain formats or judging styles, or like I think that's what is like degrading the oomph of what All-Stars is. Again, we don't get a reunion anymore. There was no runway entrance. So it's like y'all really downplayed this finale. It didn't feel like a finale at all. It didn't feel like it was an All-Star finale. It felt like a regular episode of Drag Race.
I mean,
we all laud all winners, but all winners was very much similar. Like the finale was very much similar. It was just the fact that we had all those winners and we were getting such quality drag that it was like, shiny things. Yes, Daya definitely did turn her perception around. I think that she is now less of a bitch,
No, she's still a bitch.
She's still a bitch, yes, because that whole Alyssa.
And in words of Alyssa, she is
Hunter,
the bitch.
She is the bitch. But I think that she's less of a bitch. Yeah, no, I think so. I think definitely like she is first, because her whole thing with Marie Antoinette and the whole Marie Antoinette look is stupid. Like,
I get it. That's why it makes me wonder if like some of this stuff is just produced, because everyone knows Michelle doesn't like green. Everyone knows she doesn't like Marie Antoinette looks.
I want to do a green bearded Marie Antoinette look, just to get on her nerves.
Well, it's not that Michelle doesn't like green; she just doesn't really favor. That's not her least favorite color, so she always gonna have that opinion.
But what I'm saying is, like, it's always a callback
coming from a lady whose favorite color is cheetah print. So,
RuPaul's?
No, Michelle.
Oh, yeah, Michelle. Yeah.
So no, but I say the producer part because you can't tell me that some of the critiques they give, they honestly believe themselves. Like some of these queens really turned it out, and y'all found a way to nitpick.
I do think that a lot of,
but that's why I like the guest judges
too,
because the guest judges usually have their own opinion, and they like always are never afraid to like clap back at Michelle. I think 3 of them did it this season. Like what was it, like Chaperone? Who else did? It was like Chaperone.
I think Ariana Grande said something that was
and someone else from the first bracket. I can't remember.
What was it? I know last season Sam Smith disagreed with her.
Was it Coleman Domingo?
Yes. I think so. Yeah. Yes, it was. But like I'm just saying, like, you know, so guest judges who come in have their own opinion. They have their own opinions.
Yeah, no, I do think that she found a better way to speak. You know what I mean, and to deliver, because before she was very much Jersey with it. Like now she's very much Hollywood with her delivery and everything. Sometimes she still gets into Jersey, you know, and that Jersey girl comes out that rude, you know, just blunt, and you know, because they eat gravy on their fries, you
during
know.
All-Star season, she is a little more, albeit nicer than the main season. Like I do feel like she was more like cut like season 17, but it's different for All-Stars
because you have these queens that she's worked with more. She's like traveled with them. She knows them a little more personally.
You know what I mean? Like Raja was telling her, like, don't talk down to me because I am, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
What's up, Elijah? You caught us.
Oh, right.
So
so let's get back to the show, because I do want to talk about what Billy had posted earlier, but we'll save that for the end of the show because that's a whole discussion.
Well,
so
here's the thing.
Yeah.
RuPaul decides in this episode that we're going to bring back Rated Queen.
Mm-hmm.
And they show us all the queens going in, making their placements, and who they want to be in what spot.
Dropping the tea.
And they want to know if, like, everyone's like contemplating, am I going to be honest about this and like really put the person that I think that belongs in that spot, or am I going to be strategic about this and try to favor myself in these odds? And honestly, I don't know if we could tell who did what. Honestly,
I think it was a little bit of both.
Yes,
I think it was a little bit of both. Like even when we watch it, I feel like, you know, it was a little bit of both, and I don't know how the math got mapped out into like who picked who for like what.
That's what I don't like.
But I do think when I rewatched it earlier, I can understand how Ginger got number one. Do I agree with it? No. But I can understand how she got placed number one. Even just track record wise, like, you know, she has like lip sync the most and like won a lot out of everyone there next to Jorgeous. Now, should Lydia have been number two? I don't think so. I think George should have been definitely number two, and Lydia could have been definitely.
And that's why I'm
three.
wondering, like, if it's a matter of the queens were being strategic, or if Ru set that up.
I think Ru set it up because even just like I think they only showcase Irene putting Lydia number one, and then like someone else, I think Aja or someone put her at number two, but everyone else put Lydia like a little bit under. So it just makes you think like, well, if she wasn't in like the top three and she was like a lot of people's like bottom fours, like how did she end up being like ranked number two overall? But I don't know.
I don't like Rated Queen. Every time I see a Rated Queen, I scoff. Ugh. Because I do not like this system. It's stupid. It's a waste of time.
Yeah. I feel like only do Rated Queen when it comes to eliminated girls. Like that's it.
Yeah.
I like the Rated Queen, especially how they did it last, like the way that they did it last season was 16? Season 17. The way they did it that season, I thought was good TV, made for good TV, because then they put the binder in there with everything, and then
right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Like that to me is what makes Rated Queen good, is the tea that you get afterwards, you know, when they show the actual Rated Queen. But we're not doing that here, you know. So I kind of think it's pointless, because we will never know how it actually shook out to see who actually ranked Lydia second and who actually where the majority of the
storytelling.
People, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Don't set me up for the storyline or plot, and then you just leave us hanging. Right. You want to show me, not tell me.
Because every other time they did Rated Queen, they did make the ratings known, and it caused drama. And so that's, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I like about it. Here, it was like, man, I get what the idea of using that to seed, but it's less effective when we don't actually know who ranked who. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So, I mean, for dramatic effect, okay. To fill up some space in the episode, okay. I'd much rather you had given us an actual runway look for a finale.
That's what I'm saying. They just put that in to fill up the episode, but they literally could just give us a runway and just did like the rolling ball to see who gets to lip sync, that type of thing.
Yeah, they should have did it like how they did the Lollapalooza in season 17, where the person that picks, the person that got picked gets to pick their opponent or the salt.
Yeah,
and then you either you know pick the song, and then you let the hopper pick your opponent, or you pick your opponent and then they get to pick the song. You know, so yeah.
Right. Or even what I was just saying here, I'm gonna skip this. The first line says it would have made more sense if they had the top 4 girls who had the most points from their brackets pick who they want to battle. Something.
Yeah, something.
But the way they did it is just it was pointless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Again, dramatic effect.
Yeah.
But moving on. Well, so the way they used it at the end of the day is based off of how you were rated by your fellow queens, it gives you a ranking from 1
took
to
the average, I guess, and
1 to 8, and that was your ranking in this tournament style. So if you were 8, you would then it
you
was
were seeded. Yeah, it was seeded like the NCAA, not the NAACP, which is what Bruce said on the thing. But the NCAA tournament, you have different seedings based off of how you finished and how good you were during the regular season. Well, here it was based off of the rated queens. So the person who the majority of the queens ranked as the number 1 seed would be the number 1 seed, and then they would go against the lowest. Number 1 seed goes against the lowest seed, which would be number 8. Number 2 would go against number 7, and then number 3 would go against number 6, and then 4 and 5 would go against each other. And then at being the number 1 seed is the advantage because you always go against the lowest remaining seed until the finals.
So which doesn't make any sense to me, but
it doesn't. And that's why I was like, this rated queen is stupid.
When you're number
from the
1,
beginning.
you earn the right for an easy path.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to repeat this maybe a million more times, but the way that they brought Cynthia Lee Fontaine into the semifinals and just wasted that spot is the way I feel about them bringing Kerri Colby back just to make her rate her 8th.
Yes,
against Ginger Minge.
And just like honestly, it's disrespect to the dolls. I feel bad for all the migrant trans girl out there. She didn't deserve that. It really is. And honestly, I'd rather take last year's All Stars 9 finale, which was another finale, which was like, what the fuck? Because that was when they just had a talent show, just went right into the listing for the crown. But I'd rather take that than what they just did for this one.
Yeah.
Like that was like confusing, but that at least like would look better because they had a final runway and everything. And then this whole Lollapalooza last minute thing for the tournament.
We didn't go through the brackets yet because I just had this idea in my head that I have to say. So let's get into these brackets because I don't want to spoil it as if it's a big surprise. Oh my gosh, I'm so shocked at this.
God,
let's get into it.
Disrespect. I am so sorry.
I mean, I saw this coming 2 seasons ago. Come on.
The number 1 seed, based off of the rated queens.
Who's number 1?
But yes, Ginger Minge was ranked as the number 1 seed. So that means that she would go against the number 8th ranked queen, who we just said was Kerri Colby.
Yeah, we needed more episodes.
Yeah, they should at least went down to the top 4.
They could have done a top 4. They could have done a actual runway. They could have done all-star reunion.
Mm-hmm.
They had things that they could have done.
Yeah.
They could have.
Mm-hmm.
They should have.
So,
this is the season they should have done that.
But they haven't done it since All Stars 2, so they're never going to do it again.
So Ginger versus Kerri in the first lip sync.
Then they bring out the ball thing where Bruno comes out and he selects the ball of the person who will select the song.
Uh-huh.
Wow, what a shock.
Oh my God.
Ginger Minge got to pick the song.
But she did pick the song I didn't expect her to pick, which was Lady Gaga, Disease, which is a good song. And I didn't think it would be in her wheelhouse to actually do. So her doing that song showed that, like, she wasn't scared to just, like, surprise the girls. So, like, I'm going to do this song y'all think I'm not really good at and actually slay it.
Did anybody really think Ginger wasn't good at it, though?
I mean, when you think about her brand of, like, what songs
and especially the particular opponent,
Yeah.
Like I think that Kerri had a legitimate chance.
With Disease.
Yes.
That song, she had a chance.
She had a chance.
All right, so do y'all really think, now we're being political here, do you really think that the girl who was brought back from elimination, rated 8th, is going to win a lip sync against the person with the best ranking and score in every season she was in just about? Do you really think that they were going, even if Kerri legitimately won, do you think they were going to give it to Kerri Colby?
No. I mean, let's be real, it wasn't. But I think even just going into like what I was saying before, why they brought Kerri back instead of Mistress, because like I said to you before, Mistress could have very much came back. Like that 33% is very high that she could have came back, and she actually is a lip sync assassin. Like I think she definitely would have like ranked a little bit.
She
higher.
was.
Well, she was, but
her daughter sent her home.
But that's what I'm saying. I think she would have got placed like way higher than Kerri would have got placed. Probably like in the 3rd, 4th, 5th like spot. Like she really got placed around there. But they knew to send somebody who was like not going to be the best lip syncer to go against Ginger. Even just like I said before, to have the first person ranked number 1 go ranked number 8.
So
it makes no sense.
This is my thing, right? The reason why I think that Kerri had a legitimate chance is because, for one thing, they could have told the story of America loves a comeback story. America loves an underdog story. And Kerri Colby would have been the ultimate comeback underdog story. Overcoming and then going on a tear and then ripping through everyone else.
Here's
you
the
know
foreshadow
what I mean?
With that, though. As great of a story as that could have,
we in Philadelphia.
Been.
That's the Eagles fan. That's Eagles every season. Even when they win and they dominate, in the eyes of the Eagles fans, we are always we're underdogs.
But all right, let's look at this math. Let's be real. Look at this math. By chance, Kerri beat Ginger.
Mm-hmm.
She would have then gone. I don't want to jump too far ahead,
let's just go keep going.
No, before we do that though,
mm-hmm.
I can say this without revealing anything. Do you think that she would have made it all the way to the final?
No.
So
not without help, but again,
she was not going to. They was not going to allow Kerri to beat Jen. There's no time.
But again, yes, with the right song pick, with the right song
what
combination,
I'm saying is
they're not
going to let Kerri come in as the underdog, beat your strongest competitor to go on to get beat by somebody else. They weren't going to do that.
Yes, and they've told the underdog story plenty of times. Look at Jinx.
Hell, Ginger Minch is the underdog story.
Right. So literally.
She actually is.
No, I get her underdog story. She, little engine that could and stuff like that. We love that story, but but at the end of the day, come from behind, Rocky style story from out of nowhere, type of stuff. Like it is what it is. Like people would have ate that up. I think people would have ate that up.
Oh, let's see this real quick. Kerri or against someone they didn't really are about like Daya or Irene. She could have won, but no way against Ginger. Right.
I do think under the right circumstances, yes, she would have beat. She could have beat.
Could have. Not. I don't.
Could have.
I don't know. I got faith in Kerri, but Daya and Irene.
Needless to say,
like Jorgeous says, I see her performance. I ain't worried.
Needless to say, Kerri Colby did not beat Ginger Minch in the lip sync for their lives, and as far as Lady Gaga's disease.
I agree with Elijah real quick. The only girl who would have had the storyline is Denali, because her and Denali lip sync before. Kerri could have rose Mosses from the dead and ended world hunger, and Ginger still would have won.
I'm screaming.
Yep.
Okay.
Come on, Rocky reference.
Okay.
I just think for Kerri to like come back, it was definitely one of those like throwaway type of like things. Cause like even think about like what I told you before with All-Star 6 and like how Eureka came back and like like that was just like a.
And I love Eureka, but come on.
Right, but she came back and got to the top 4 and knocking Trinity out thing. So it could have been very like they could have had somebody that could have did a similar thing for that type of like, oh, we're bringing a eliminated queen to come back. Cause it's not too far fetched. However, they were strategic to bring Kerri back because they knew all the other girls who they could have brought back that were lip sync material. Kerri was not one of those girls that was going to come back and really like give us like a lot.
Right.
So, and then they would have been more annoying for the fans to see like if Denali came back or if Mistress or even Cena and they like hold on and like won that lip sync like or even won to win the crown. The fans were never happy. But I'm just saying like
that's why I say what I say about Ginger. Like they on some level at this point they have to be political. They have to make sure that Ginger is in a good position. But let's go on. Let's move on to this next one. where the next wait, this isn't the next one.
No, the next one.
Oh, we jumped ahead. It was Lydia and Irene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lydia was ranked number 2, and Irene was ranked number 7.
Yes.
So, so they would go against each other, which is something that apparently Irene had planned for and wanted. Apparently.
Her words.
Her words.
Yeah. So, and they got to live. And Bruno picked Lydia's ball. So, Lydia got to pick the song, and she chose Joyride by $K$.
I like the lip sync. I think that. All right, let me talk about Irene first. And this is just like a full scope of her run.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy for Irene. Everything that I thought that Irene could do that we didn't get a chance to see in season 15, she showed us it. Her talent, her charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, all on point.
Yeah, Irene has talent.
I really do want her to come back one more time. Even if she doesn't win the crown, I want to get a full season where she's in every episode until she gets eliminated. And hopefully she makes it a long way and we get to see a lot more from Irene.
Maybe a versus the world season.
Yeah.
No, however it happens, I would just really love to see Irene. And if she happens to win, more power to her.
Right.
I hope the next time that the Olympics happen, which will be in, I think, the summer. Yeah, I think it's this summer. Is it this summer? No.
What about him?
It's but yeah, because me personally, if I'm Global All Stars is only going to be tied to the Olympics, so pretty much every 2 years we would have one Global All Star season. Right,
so they should be filming right now to be ready to showcase it next year.
Right, and then in which case I'm calling Jorgeous.
Well, that's what they do for Versus the World, actually, because Versus the World came out last year for the 2 for UK and same thing for Canada, so I think it won't be out until like the following year. So yeah, I think it's like that for most global seasons. So technically, we should get a Global All Stars next year if they're doing production around this time.
And the next thing is Irene against Lydia.
Yeah, she did fall a few times, and it looked uncomfortable.
Yes, so I mean,
it was a fool.
But also, I really want to talk about Lydia coming off of season 17, being eliminated, and then jumping into All Stars 10. I remember when we saw the scoop originally, it was like, well, who is this Lydia girl? Because like she's going straight from 17 to season 10 of All Stars. She must be something fierce to, be reckoned with. When I saw her on season 17, I'm like, I'm waiting for that moment. Always been a lip sync assassin, but like that drag moment, I don't know that we saw that aha moment in 17. But on All Stars 10,
Boogie Wonderland was a
but that was
moment.
But that was a lip sync.
Kiss Me Dirty too.
But those were lip syncs. I'm not talking about lip sync.
Oh, you mean like her overall life?
Yes, her overall performance,
her
breakout moment. I don't think other than lip syncing, because you were in
Rose.
Oh yeah, no. But they didn't even feature her like that.
But she was deserving to win it. And
Yeah,
I think
was.
like
I just feel like I wish they would have gave us more of her.
Well, yeah, she did to herself because the following episode she had them scissors and messed up her lip sync because they were trying to send Lana home, but Lydia played with them scissors and
yeah, I do think that the fix was in for Lana, but yeah, she did very, very well this next go round. And she is still because she did this lip sync was great. Was great. I do think that Boogie Wonderland honestly will go down as her best lip sync moment. But this is definitely in the top 3 of best lip syncs that she's done, and I would watch again from Lydia because this one was good.
So between her great performance and Irene's fumbling, she wins this lip sync. And then we have was it Aja and Jorgeous?
Jorgeous was ranked number 3. And Aja was ranked number 6.
Oh, number 6?
Yeah, yes.
Right, which was crazy to me.
Yeah. Now, so some of these, it looks like strategy. Some of it looks like
shade.
Yeah.
Because Aja ranked number 6 for lip sync. It's crazy.
And they, Jorgeous' name was picked to select the song. She selected Party Lights by Natalie Cole. I was here for it from both of them.
Yeah.
never picked Ariadne, but I definitely would have picked Susie.
I wouldn't pick Susie 2 for this. I'm gonna stick by my guns and say Crystal Envy.
To come back this season.
To come right back. I think she had a good package set up. Like what she brought to 17 was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, I'm not saying that she's going to be as great as Irene was, but I think like she was another stunted queen. Like she had more to show that we didn't get to see.
Yeah, I would definitely have not Ariadne. No.
Yeah. Okay.
No, not Ariadne. Ariadne.
Raise your hand if you want to see Ariadne come back anytime soon.
Not anytime soon, but
at all.
Elijah,
I would like to see Ariadne
Elijah's
come
the
back
only one
because
with
I'm
his
all
hand
for like
raised.
people wanting to like redeem themselves. And I think Ariadne's a great queen. I just think she had left a sour taste in most people's mouth because of how she left season 17.
Billy, we are simpatico on the performance. Yes, because that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know.
For her performance.
Yeah, Aja did not slay.
Mm-mm.
Well, no, she
did a great job, but she didn't slay.
It was a good. It was a $2 performance. Like at the bar, you getting $2 from me, Aja.
Well,
on
she
that
said too in Untucked that
but
that
Lydia,
song, that of all the songs that was there, was
who was that? Jorgeous. I am making it rain. Like it is. Like yeah.
Aja did say Untucked that that song in particular was like the song that she least likely wanted to do. So it tells. It really shows.
Because when she picked the song, you saw the look on Aja's face was like,
it's like I know this song, but I don't want to do this song.
Right.
And it's like when you're a drag queen, you have a list of players, you got to know all the songs, but it's like damn, this was a song I was hoping I didn't have to lip sync to.
So Crystal.
Yeah.
So with that, Jorgeous won that.
Jorgeous wins.
But did we really think anything else would happen? Like I
and Jorgeous was worried. Jorgeous was like that was the one person that she didn't want to go against.
I would be too. But Jorgeous won, and then the final matchup was Bosco and Daya.
Yes, Daya was ranked number 4. Bosco was ranked number 5.
Which was crazy.
The shade is ridiculous. Because for one thing, why is Aja ranked below Daya? 2 spots below Daya
and Bosco.
Well, I can
Bosco's
see her
a great
being
lip
ranked
syncer.
below Bosco. I can see her being ranked. She would be ranked below Bosco for me. But Daya would have been 6 for me at best. Like
I think I should have been ranked.
Daya would, No, it would have been
Yeah.
Bosco for me. If I did the Rated Queen, Bosco would have been my number 4.
Bosco didn't really give it for me for that Murder on the Dance Floor lip sync. That was like a very meh lip sync. They had to edit that to make it look good. But if you watch that lip sync with her, Irene, it was very meh. Like it could have been so much more, and Bosco did not deliver.
Thank you. We loved you, Bosco. You were sexy as all hell.
But I like that song. She did not deliver that song how I thought she should have.
What?
For Murder on the Dance Floor, when she was versus Irene for the first bracket.
But her burlesque. You want to see me burlesque?
Yes.
Which
by
was
Christina Aguilera.
Mm-hmm. And there was a sentimental moment because Bosco and Daya were real close and they didn't want to lip sync against each other so early on, I guess. So, there was a sentimental moment. But when what's his name? Bruno. When Bruno was doing the hopper thing and everything, and he reached in and grabbed a ball. He pulled the ball out, showed the world the ball, and and on the ball it said Bosco. So Bosco got to choose the song from one of the songs that was left remaining, and Bosco chose "Show Me How You Burlesque" by Christina Aguilera, and she's all dressed in a whole burlesque-esque type of Vegas showgirl
Of course,
get up.
she's beautiful.
Yeah,
like we knew what this was going, and like Daya knew she did not stand a chance. Like Daya knew, like when she picked that song, Daya looked at her and was like, yeah.
She did for burlesque.
Yes.
I think that was the song that she really get. And I'm not saying she a bad lip singer.
No,
I just think that she rated number 4, was she? Or 5?
No, she was 5.
Yeah, I just think like she definitely
that was too low for me.
Well, I think that was the right placement. But
okay.
I do think Elijah said a comment earlier about like with Aja and just like even with Daya, I think with this song, like when you know production is like pushing somebody, why even try? Like, granted, you go and try to do the best for you get, but I'm not gonna like be like busting my ass like because like I just treat it like it's a ball. Like if I see the judges panel, oh, this is a girlfriend panel, oh, I'm just gonna, you know, and then give a little 1-2, and that's it. And I might get my 10s. I might do my first battle, but after that second battle, I'm like, oh girl, y'all gonna give it to her, so I'm just gonna do what I do best and not really give it my all, but gonna give it something. I think that's what she did with that lip sync. I think Daya did the same thing.
See, and this
because
is
Daya didn't really want to lip sync against Bosco.
But I also think that Kerri Colby did the same thing too.
Yes, boots.
Now this is my thing. This is me. I don't know, you know, because Aries thing. But if I am going against, if I know I'm in an uphill battle, I am emptying the clip.
Yeah.
I am shooting for the fences. I am swinging at every goddamn pitch. I don't care. Like, I am going for it because what do I have to lose? What do I have to lose? You know, like if I feel as though it's rigor mortis and you know, and he is playing in my face,
at least it's gonna be like I'm gonna be able to say, oh, the fans gonna look say, you know, you had that one. You was fierce. That was the best one, and RuPaul and something. At least they'll say that, even though RuPaul gonna pick who RuPaul wants to pick.
Right.
But the fans gonna be like, nah, that right there.
And I'm just gonna, exactly. I'm letting everything go. And I'm getting, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't understand that. I can't wrap my head around it because even if I'm throwing all my tricks and everything else like that.
I'm trying to get through it.
Yeah. But
all right, so then we go into.
I definitely think she lost. I just don't think that.
Yeah,
she's like
Daya did lose. She did lose because Bosco was dressed for the occasion and she sold it and did great. Yeah.
Wow. All right, so then we had.
So Bosco actually ended up staying there, which again to me seems kind of productionist.
Yeah.
But she stood there on the stage because she had back-to-back lip syncs.
Well, it's also because the format how they were doing. Because technically speaking, what they should have did was like Ginger versus Kerri, then Daya versus Bosco, then Jorgeous versus Aja, and then Irene versus Lydia. So then when you go back up to Ginger and Bosco, they would have enough time to actually recover.
Right. But Lydia and Jorgeous were still sitting there already. They were sitting there.
They could have gone up.
They could have gone up and did their lip sync, and then Bosco would have had one song to sit.
But if they would have done that, that means that Jorgeous and Lydia could have picked the song that Ginger wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Right. No. And then one of them would have.
Mm-hmm.
And Ginger would not have had that song to go off of. Because ironically and conveniently, Bruno picks Ginger Minj to pick the song again.
To pick the song against her and Bosco. And she chose Pink, Raise Your Glass. All right. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Philly Pink. We love her. So yeah. And a great song. I love Raise Your Glass, by the way.
Wait, but from Philly?
Yeah, she's from Doylestown.
Anyway.
Well, I don't know if y'all can tell. I am loving this comment section.
Oh, look, where they work there.
First off, how do we know they didn't put the balls in the thing? Because we never saw the names on
exactly.
The ball.
So again, another thing, and we were talking about this before the show, but that is an aspect of production, you know, because do we know? You know, I know. He always is. If you ain't got no food here, none.
He said he don't cook no more. Leave him alone.
Yeah, he better fry some chicken, some mac and cheese, some collards. That's it. That's all we need.
So Bosco had to lip sync against Ginger with Raise Your Glass by Pink.
Which
Ginger won
handedly. Like, and no skin to Bosco because Bosco knew the words and everything.
Was tired, though.
But yeah,
you could tell she was tired. She just got done like serving sex on the floor, and she got so sexy.
And when Ginger picked the song, she knew like that. Like, I'm just not. I won't be able to connect with it because she's dressed in like, you know, a necklace with, you know, pasties on. Basically,
she could have channeled that. Like, I mean, she already was given like "Show Me Your Burlesque." Like, she could have did the same type of burlesque, just like, you know, after the club.
Raise Your Glass.
Raise Your Glass. Raise Your Glass. But Raise Your Glass is a bar hop. That's a bar hopper. Like, it's not.
But
you can't burlesque to a bar hopper.
No.
If you think you could, Bosco, I've seen it.
But then we have Jorgeous and Lydia lip syncing to Whenever Whatever. I'm saying it all up.
Wherever,
Shakira.
meant to be together.
I would love to see Jorgeous and Crystal sing.
Yes,
absolutely.
Dear.
But no, so
yeah, she wasn't heard too much on Bosco.
Oh, it's a lot going on. Y'all are in these comments.
They are in the comments. Thank you. But they, so with this one, right, with this lip sync, backstory behind this one is that apparently Lydia Boho Collins is a Shakira stan, all right, and was like relishing to do this lip sync, and so because it was the only song that was left. So what did you think about this one? I thought that Lydia was hanging with Jorgeous, and Lydia, they were going blow for blow, and then all of a sudden Lydia started to do too much. She got in her head, and I was saying how if you are a fan, like you got to think with Lydia, like getting the mindset of Lydia, she's on her favorite TV show for the second time.
Yeah,
in a year, in the same year, she is in the hunt for $200,000. All right, and she is doing probably her favorite song by her favorite artist ever on lip sync, and as a lip sync, and she got in her head and was doing a performance that she'd been practicing in the mirror for years, and then it got a little bit muddy and too much. Jorgeous connected with it. Like that was to me her best lip sync of the night. To me, Party Lights was good, but this one was her best lip sync of the night.
Wow. Are we allowed to show that?
Well, I mean, just getting better. She has that Corey at home.
Oh wow!
Y'all are alive in the comments tonight, and we are here for it. Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah. apparently, Corey is
So, Jorgeous wins that lip sync against Lydia Butthole Collins, and then we move on to our final lip sync, which was Jorgeous and Ginger Minge, and they lip sync to "Raining Men" by the Weather Girls.
Okay, hallelujah.
Technically, in a Lollapalooza,
Rosko going out there with a bucket and a net.
Technically, in a Lollapalooza, I feel like the final two feels right.
Yes.
I have a strong argument for Lydia, but this feels right. So I'm not going to argue with the top two. Now, you've all seen the meme at this point of Ginger Minge. Her favorite move when we're going to do it on the count of three. Wait, you're supposed to do it together. Bad. On the count of three, we're all going to do the famous Ginger move. I ain't count to three. 1, 2, 3. Like that's her thing, and that's how she's winning these lip syncs.
But Jorgeous said it best too when she do her little cross-eyed face.
Yeah, she did.
Like, but it's funny how she said that, and then they wound up lip syncing against one another, which I think was a very good lip sync, especially since like last year we didn't get like an all-star lip sync like that.
My cousin don't like Jorgeous.
Yeah, I see. I was reading that, and I kind of paid Tara. I'm just like, we don't support Jorgeous hate over here.
Hey, you don't look. Nobody hates the pot of beret and pot of beret. I'm sorry, pot of beret and what is it? The step ball, the step ball change. Everybody, look, Shangela. That's the Shangela special, and nobody was talking about her. No, if y'all gonna bring Jorgeous hate for that, y'all bring the Shangela hate for that
I love
too.
What Billy said, okay, this was lip sync face versus lip sync dancing. Face one,
yes.
And it's weird to say face one over Muggy.
Billy was also, I think it was Billy. I think it was Billy that said that Ru is old school. Ru is old school. When it comes to lip syncs, Ru enjoys a good old school lip sync performance rather than a dance and lip sync performance. So
the 3-timer and the 4-timer make it to the end.
Yeah, that's why I do think it made the most sense for those two to be the one. You know what's funny, because at the beginning of the season when they were announced, those were the most two people.
Those were the two that stood out. Yes,
but those people did not want to see come back. Like I remember seeing like, oh, we're not excited to see Jorgeous again and Ginger. Again.
I get it because again, this is the fourth time we've seen Ginger, and we just saw Jorgeous on All Stars.
Right, but it's funny how all those opinions change 12 years later.
5 years. No, Jorgeous is definitely, like her or not, which we all love her.
Yeah, Jorgeous is going to be.
Yeah,
Jorgeous is definitely going to get a crown. Let it be, like I said, Global All Stars, or let it be a versus the world type.
I mean, but
thing.
also look at who they put on those shows too. Like you get some really strong ones, but then you get a whole bunch of mad girls. They're good, but like
that's why I said versus the world.
And then you get that one who everybody thought was man, and then comes out and is like, oh, no. Right. Shout out to Nelly. Yeah, I love Nelly. I love my Nelly.
So this is the final lip sync, and we know the winner gets the crown and scepter. They get $200,000. The runner-up is $25,000. So you still walk away with something. I'm trying to remember that point I was making about Ginger earlier. I can't remember, so we're gonna keep it moving. RuPaul, and Jerry Paris Van Michael comes out.
Okay, our reigning queen at the time.
Reigning All-Star, Hall of Famer queen.
Yes.
And we always love Ingeria, and she ain't lying.
She ain't lying, chick.
Chick, yes.
You ugly bitch.
She looked good like a something. And I like that they're going back to that because they didn't do it for Jimbo's crowning.
Right.
But they did do it for All Stars Night by having Kylie, who did not get a chance to do it because of.
I'm trying to catch up. I did that fast. I was trying to read everywhere. Keep talking. I'm sorry.
Who did not get a chance to do it for All Stars 8. So Kylie had came down and gave to Ingeria. So it's nice that they're trying to go back to that trend of having the All Stars queen come back to for the new
the step down.
Yeah, step down. I mean, why would that's literally I feel like culture within Drag Race. So why wouldn't they do that? I think at the time when they stopped doing it, it made sense because of the whole pandemic thing. But it's 5 years since the pandemic. So we can go back to having the queens come back and do their step down. So and Jerry looked very nice. She looked very good. That's all I gotta say. She looked very good for her step down.
What do we think about RuPaul's dress? The pink foil.
I actually like it. What's up, Grit? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
I've been looking at Ru sideways for the past 2 seasons at some of her looks on that runway. This one was a winner. I really enjoyed it. I love Ginger. She sounds it, but this wasn't her season.
Yes. I didn't I say the same thing, baby? I literally said the same thing. All-Star 6 was her best season. Elijah, I told him the same like that. I said, I think she should have just won All-Star 6. Granted, Kylie winning, no shit to Kylie, and I love her down. It was to symbolize, a new generation of drag, for the dolls and the showgirls who did not see a trans winner up until Sasha Kobe won 2 years later. But at the time, that's what I felt like the Drag Race as a franchise was trying to market off of. Ginger honestly should have won All-Star 6. If not Ginger, then definitely Raja O'Hara. But it's just kind of crazy that look at that. Kylie
we talking about the dress. You ain't like the dress, Kai?
For what? For
Ru. In the finale. I thought the dress was good.
I think the dress was good.
Yeah.
But Kylie won All-Star 6. Raja O'Hara won Canada versus World. Now Ginger won All-Star 10. They're all from the same All-Star 6. That's actually kind of tea. But Ginger should have won All-Star 6. She had a better run there. Even just going back to what you were saying, it wasn't heavily produced. There was a moment that it could have went to.
And anyone. I also feel like the girls that she was competing against had the oomph to keep up and give her a run for her money versus some girls who literally just she's steamrolling.
That's not fair. You got how many seasons? 14 queens do we have? They're recent. I think the only other single digit queen there was Aja from season 9. So it was her, Ginger, Cynthia too when she was there. But speaking for the Lollapalooza, majority of the queens that were there were all in the newer seasons. So it's kind of just make you think that damn, were you really fighting queens in the same caliber as you, or were you steamrolling them because you've been doing this for a long time?
Yeah, me neither. Thank you. But she's in.
She'll be back.
Because according to rumors, she is back in the next All Stars, guys.
Not y'all don't like the big black girl. Malaysia. You know what?
I actually like Silky. She's
I love
very
Silky.
problematic, but
I love
she like her.
Silky, and if y'all watch international season, you would have loved her in Canada versus World because she did good in that too.
But anyway,
okay.
So RuPaul crowns Ginger Minj as the winner of All Stars 10. Oh my gosh, I'm so shocked. I could not see that coming a mile away.
Oh,
it should have been Jorgeous.
See,
if that was right in front of my face,
us.
I would have not have seen it.
This is why they will hire us right here.
The gag would have been if they did really give it to
Can't blame it on
like
Stoney.
that's a good TV. Ginger said, "Fuck Ginger, give it to Jorgeous."
No.
Okay, not too much on Silky. That's my girl.
Oh, we will put as much as Silky.
You
and
will. You will.
Silky got a broad back.
Wow. Now we're just body shaming.
Right.
Like what?
Right.
I'm just stating a fact.
But still.
Congratulations to Ginger Minj.
Just like Malaysia baby
our
dog
newly
looks
crowned-
like and Kyng
our
Green.
newly crowned queen, the right queen, won the title.
Yes, I agree.
I will say Ginger definitely deserved to win. It's just was
Right.
how it was produced for her to win. No shade.
Yes, but again,
So our problem
Two
is not
things.
with Ginger, it's with production.
yes,
Yes.
it's for production.
Ginger definitely
That's what we need to
deserved
make
it.
clear.
Because like Denali said, two things can be true at the same time.
Exactly.
All right. And production can put their thumb on the scale. But Ginger Minj is really, really good at Drag Race.
Yes.
So
Yeah. So congratulations once again to Ginger Minj, our
yes.
new reigning queen of All Stars.
Yes.
Until next year when we get All Stars 8, and we'll see.
You mean All Stars 11?
That,
All Stars
what am I
11.
thinking?
yes, I don't know.
All Stars 8.
I
Let's
don't
not
know.
talk about that. Mind
Well, fact, leave my Silky alone. Now I hope she wins so I can see you crash out.
I
in the
will
room.
crash out. We will be up here. We will be up here talking about recount. Recount, Rue. This is bull.
Give a real big girl the winning crown. No shade. Give it to Silky, and Silky better carry.
I think production is why she actually got eliminated.
Yeah.
I mean, she deserved to be eliminated anyway.
Yeah.
But production
She should have been.
just
She
spent
should
the
not
fast
have
one
made
on
it
her.
out of her bracket. To
She
be honest
shouldn't.
with you.
No, we know that already. But honestly, like I told y'all, and I wasn't here for when she was doing the Snatch game. She literally came to play.
No, I didn't hear about that till now.
Look at Kai breaking stories.
But yeah, I think when Mistress, as I said before, because I'm a Mistress stan, so I'm gonna stand by her all the time. But I think she literally came just to like be the villain. That was it. Like she knew she wasn't coming to win. She came
I
to play a
would
role.
say
No, for real. Like when you go to a job interview and you know the role that you have for that job, I'm signing up because I know this is a job I want to sign up for, and that's what she came to do. She knew she was not going to win in the season.
I
with
would
Ginger
say, like, that's the spot another girl could have had if that's all you wanted to do. But we already know there were several girls. We would have. But we already also know that there were plenty of girls who said no, we're not coming back.
I don't think we would have had good TV if Mistress wasn't there. Mistress
looked in the camera and said, "I don't need this. I can stay home and make money." Production said, "Okay, watch this." Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say this out loud, but yeah.
Girl, you don't love for Jorgeous. You love for another Mexican queens. I'm just getting in too. Hold on.
So, you want to, wrap it up?
Well, there's some people mad about the Latino queens finishing second and not crowning one. We haven't crowned one yet, but I'm pretty sure there will be a Latino queen who will take the crown. So, until then, and this might be our last time on air for a while because we are now officially in the off season. All right. But if you guys want us to pick up with covering, let's say, Big Brother, because Big Brother's in season.
Or Traders.
Or
Not
if
yet.
you guys want us to come back.
Want to do Traders,
if you guys want us to revisit the last season of Traders and everything and spend our off time looking back at Traders and everything and giving our opinions on that and everything and then covering the new season of Traders that'll be coming out, let us know in the comments. Let us know what you would like to see us do during the off season. All right. Or we can just take it off and then get back to you guys once the regular season starts up back up again in like November, December. So let us know what you guys want and everything. Traders, look at that. Yeah, keep it going in the comments. Make sure that y'all like, share, subscribe, share. All right. Thank y'all for coming. God bless you and good night.
Good night, y'all.